Okay, today we shall be discussing how to remove autocorrelation or serial correlation from the regression model. So today our objective is to remove autocorrelation or serial correlation from the regression model. There are many ways. There are many ways to remove the autocorrelation, but one way is first difference method. So today we shall be applying first difference method. What does mean by first difference? What is it? And so there are two ways in the first difference method. Number one way is we have to convert all the variables into first difference. That is the first thing we have to do. We have to convert all variables into first difference. That is number one. And second step should be then run the model through the origin, meaning that there will be no intercept. That means that particular regression model which is affected by serial correlation should not have any intercept. So I'm telling again, first we have to convert the variables into first difference. That is step number one. And step number two, we have to run the regression model which is affected by serial correlations through origin, meaning that there will be no intercept. Okay, so these two steps we shall be following in our model. Okay, then in our model we have four variables such as y, x1, y lag1 and x2. And here y is the dependent variable while the rest three are independent variables. Okay, here you can see we have four variables and y is the dependent, x1 is the independent, and there is a one variable which is called y lag1. That is also one independent variable, y lag1. So suppose this is y and this is 1 period lag. So actually normally this type of model actually called auto-regressive model. Auto-regressive. Why it is saying auto? Auto means y is on y lag1. So this type of model is called auto-regressive model. So today we shall be running an auto-regressive regression model. Okay, now if serial correlation is found in the model after estimation, we need to convert all the variables into first difference. So that I already said, if the model has serial correlation, then how to remove that serial correlation? We have to convert all the variables into first difference. Example, it is here. Suppose y is our one variable, so this one should convert into first difference. And then our second variable is x1. this one should be converted to dx1, meaning that first difference of x1, and our another variable y lag 1, that one also should be converted to first difference. Then our fourth variable is x2, that should be converted to first difference of x2. And what will happen once we run the model with first difference variables? Serial correlation or autocorrelation will be removed, and this is our first difference method, and that we shall apply now. Okay, and here what is our null hypothesis? The null hypothesis is residuals are not autocorrelated or not serially correlated. That is our null hypothesis, and the null hypothesis is desirable. Null hypothesis is desirable. And what is alternative hypothesis? Residuals are autocorrelated, so that is not desirable. That means if the residuals are autocorrelated, meaning that the model is not good. So the model will be good when residuals are not autocorrelated, or the residuals do not have any autocorrelation, meaning that null hypothesis is desirable. And what is the guideline? The guideline is that we reject null hypothesis and accept alternative hypothesis when the p-value is less than 5%. But we cannot reject null hypothesis if the p-value is more than 5%. So that is the guideline. Okay, and we shall be testing this guideline soon. And there is one information here. Normally, serial correlation and autocorrelation is found in time series data that we have now from the year 2000 to 2007. Normally what happens? Serial correlation is found time series data that we have now. So and now we shall be checking it. Okay, now we open our model. So we open our model. You can see our model here. It is under eViews, right? You can see the eView model. After eViews here, right? You can see the views. Okay, and this is our models. See, and we have here. So here you can see our model under eViews program. That is our model that you can see. And here you can see we have the data from the year 2000 to 2007, and we have three variables, x1, x2 and y. So I open all the variables as a group. I'm opening up. Yes, these are the three variables, and data from 2000 to 2007. And normally the serial correlation is found in the time series data that we have. Okay, now we check whether our model has serial correlation or not. Okay, how to check it? Okay, first we run our model. As before, I go to quick estimate equations. Y is the dependent variable and C is the constant, and we have, I put x1, that is our one independent variable, then y lag 1, that is our another independent variable, y lag 1. That means it is y that is dependent variable, and y lag 1 is the independent variable, then x2. So this is our regression model, and this one is called actually auto-regressive model, because the dependent variable has come as an independent variable. So this type of model is also called auto-regressive model. That we want to run now, and I run it. Yes, the result has come up. You can see the outcome of these models. The outcome of the auto-regressive model. You can see the outcomes. Okay, the result of this auto-regressive model here. Okay, now this model has okay, it has come here. Now we want to check. You see, it is the dependent variables. You can see from here, right? And these are the independent variables. Now we want to check whether this model has a serial correlation or not, right? So what is to be done? I go to view, then I go to residual diagnostic, then I go to serial correlation LM test. That I click here. Okay, here is 2 lakh. Okay, suppose I take 2 lakhs, click on it. So this one actually called Bush-Godfrey serial correlation test, that is here. And normally we choose the observed R square and corresponding p-value. What is the p-value? 4.92%. 4.92% means it is less than 5%. So we can reject null hypothesis. So what is our null hypothesis? The null hypothesis is model has serial correlations. And what is called null, the model do not have serial correlation. That is called null hypothesis. And what is alternative hypothesis? This model has serial correlations. That is alternative hypothesis. So as the p-value is 4.92%, we can reject null, meaning that we accept alternative hypothesis, meaning that our model has serial correlations, or our model has autocorrelation, same meaning, but autocorrelation is not desirable. We must remove it. The question is that how to remove it? Actually, there are many ways, and one way is the first difference method that I have already said in the previous video, that first difference method can eliminate the serial correlation from the model. Okay, and I told you also what is the first difference method. The first difference method is all the variables should be converted to first difference, that we should do first. We convert all the variables into first difference, and the second thing is that our model should run through the origin, meaning that there will be no intercept. Only then we can remove the serial correlation. Okay, we can do it now, the first difference method. So I go to quick, I go to estimate equation. Okay, then I write d, this one, d by first difference. It means that the y variable has already converted to first difference. Then our second variable is x1, so I put it x1, and then our third variable is d, I put d by y by lag 1 by, and then I put our last variable d by x2. So I put it d, all d I put it, right? That means this variable means first difference of y, and this variable means first difference of x1, and this variable means first difference of y lag 1 variable, and this variable means first difference of x2. So all the variables are now converted to first difference. And in the first difference method that we are applying here should not have any intercept. You see, here is no c. In the whole model there is no c. That means there is no intercept. So that is the another guideline in first difference method, that this model should not have any intercept or constant, and that we have done here. You see, here is no intercept. Okay, then I run it. Okay, this is the outcome of our model. You can see the dependent variable is this one, the first difference of y, and these are three independent variables, and which are also first differenced. And you see, in this regression model there is no constant or intercept, right? Okay, now we check whether this model has serial correlation or not. How to check it? I go to view, then I go to residual diagnostic, then I go to serial correlation LM test, and here I keep 2 lag, then I press OK. Okay, and the outcome has come up, right? Bush-Godfrey serial correlation test, and normally we choose the observed R squared and the corresponding p-value. How much is the p-value? The p-value is 41.76%. 41.76% means more than 5%. So we cannot reject null hypothesis. And what is our null hypothesis? Null hypothesis is that our model do not have any serial correlations. So now you can see that after the first difference method, the serial correlation has been eliminated from this model. So I am telling again, the p-value is 41.76%, which is more than 5%, meaning that we cannot reject null hypothesis. Rather, we accept null hypothesis. And what is our null hypothesis? The model do not have any serial correlations. So it means that our model after first difference has no serial correlations. The model is free from serial correlations.